stuff. I have been busting my butt cleaning out my mom's house. She is now in a memory care facility, and we're going to sell that house over there and hopefully get me a place where I can work just like we're doing here. But in the meantime, we have to keep going. So we're back to work in the shop today. And we've had a few tornado thingies going around over there, so had quite the scare. Just put this one up here. All right. So, like every morning, the first thing you got to do is stir the glue. No matter what, even if you're not gluing, because this glue is has lots of solids. It's a specially designed glue from Sullivan Banjo Company. They specify this exact glue to be used on all the rims. Ow, I just hit my kneecap. Ouch. Ow. That drill come right in me right in the knee. I hate it when it happens early in the morning. Oh, man. It whacked me, it did. Oh, that's funny. Smacked you right in the knee. Oh. Loose as it can. All right. We don't always show that part of the show there. Because it's such a boring thing, mixing glue. That's all you got to do is sit there and grind it up, you know. But yeah, you got to do it every morning to keep the solids from falling down and down and down. And of course, we fill up our glue cup. It's going to take a couple of these to glue up all these rezos we got to work on. We got an order of 10 rezos, and we got order 14, and we got 6 done. So we have 8 more to do. We've actually got them right here to got 6, so we need 2 more A's. When we move to the new shop, we're going to make presses for these. We're no longer going to do these by C-clamps. It's too expensive, and it's too expensive. Let me see what the temperature is. We might open these doors. Oh, it's not, I don't know if it's any about the same. So, what's it say on my thermostat? That's off. So let's open up this shop door. I finally put a bid in on a house today, contingent to this one selling, and it's in Indiana. It's real close to a bunch of factories. I wanted to move to Litchfield. Litchfield was kind of like a really cool place because I know there's a lot of bluegrassers down there, and I love playing banjo. But Litchfield turned out to be kind of a very difficult thing. I would need a bulldozer to make a road, and I don't quite have a bulldozer, or I'd have to pay a bulldozer operator to, because there was apparently some kind of cave in on that property that buried the road. But man, it's in a perfect location if you wanted to start a business as far as like selling banjos and stuff. Whoo! Make a campground for a banjo camp. The property in Litchfield, if you can get to that back acreage, would be the one. Because man, when you get on the back side of that acreage in Litchfield, you can't see any civilization. It's just a huge farm to the next big old valley, and you can't see any buildings, any telephone wires for in sight, like inside in your total view from on top of that mountain thing on that side. Now the side facing where the building is on the road, you can see the road and how a couple houses and some farm stuff. But when you get on past behind that water tower, man, that whole back valley is nothing but a giant farm. It doesn't even have an electric line running across it. If I was going to film a movie and I wanted to film some kind of Kentucky scenery without any kind of modern day stuff in the picture, you could go there and it looks just like it did, other than the farm. Not the farm, but the plowing. They plowed the fields. But it's just like nothing. So you could build the ultimate little bluegrass camp festival there and have your little jam sessions. But I don't know, man. I don't know. The other one in Indiana is only 1 acre, and it's ready to move in, and it's right next to all the factories where I'm probably going to have to get a job, even though on my Social Security it could be nothing, because I've been helping my mom for 8 years. I could have been working, but she had memory problems and would wander off and stuff, and I had to cook for her, clean for her, so I couldn't really go get a real job. That's why I do this stuff. I wish there was enough business to make this stuff run all the time. Maybe with my Social Security I could do it. But banjos are, unless there's some kind of big movie comes out like Oh Brother Where Art Thou, or in the 70s there was Bonnie and Clyde, and then came Deliverance. And man, that just fires people up. They want to play banjo, and you can sell a million of them. Everybody likes to play banjo, though. I haven't met anybody that doesn't want to play when they get one. They're not hard to learn either. You can frail it, or you can pick it like Earl Scruggs. I pick like Earl Scruggs. So yeah, if y'all watch my YouTube channel, which I know I got a lot of viewers now, I got almost 500 viewers. I got 480 something, I think, people that have joined. Let's see, what is it over here? We have 476 members now. That's pretty awesome, y'all. I appreciate that, man. Don't forget, man, the best way to help me is to give me a like and a thumbs up, or actually comment. Just say hi, Glenn or Cosmic. My nickname's Cosmic. Um, or a thumbs up. That helps as much as a donation sometimes to get us up on the playlist. YouTube, we're about 1,000 listening hours away out of 3,000 to becoming a YouTube member to where it's automatically public when we do these. Right now, we have to go back in and manually set everything to make these things public. And when you become a full-time YouTube member, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just make it live and it goes right out there and let's become public. And I think they pay us, but according to YouTube, we only would make like $18 a month off these videos. So we're not really going for the pay at this point. I am going to videotape my adventures of moving to this new property or whatever new property I get. If y'all watch the channel, you'll see videos come up. They're not live streamed. Not yet, anyway. Where is the torque bridge? There it is. And we're going to stream all the adventures of putting a new business together. All right. So yeah. I like the Litchfield property best as far as like if I had heavy equipment to mold it. But the Indiana property is ready to move in, except the plumbing's trashed. But I might have enough money to fix that plumbing. But as far as like a shelter, like it doesn't leak as far as I can tell. So it would be a great place to at least live until I can find a way to fix it all. So the one in Indiana seems to be pretty cool, man. So let's see here. But some of these places you go to are scams, and they have what I call bait houses, and they're just really, the house never gets sold. It's always on the market, and they're using it as a way to draw you into their realtor company or get your personal information for whatever reason. Some people just sell the info, and so you never know when you're going. Is this really for sale? Or am I just kind of be wasting my time when I look at this? And those are usually the ones that are too good to be true. Now, this one's not too good to be true. It's kind of based at, I don't know, it might cost more to repair it than the value of the houses around it. But not by much, man. Enough to where like it wouldn't hurt you to fix it if you're going to live there forever. And my next home probably going to be a forever home, and it's only 30 minutes to see my mom. Like I can take the new bridge to go over to see my mom. That'll be cool. This room kind of looks goofy. Why does this room look goofy to me? Is this a bad A? You know what? I'm not into this squishing stuff that ain't round. I mean, I could sit there and squish all that flat, but eventually it'll have that torque in it when they try to put it on a lathe. So I didn't notice it, but if you look at it, it's got some kind of wangy doodle right there. Can y'all see that? It's like, you know, and although I could force that out, but when they go to put it on a lathe and they thin it down, it might just tweak on them. And then they'll be all mad, which is how I got this job in the first place, is because they couldn't find nobody that would do it right. So let's do it right. Is this one a twerky one? Is this one a twerky? This one looks pretty good. Let's look at it really good. Yeah, I like this one. Don't you wish they would do that to your McDonald's hamburgers? They'd be like, yeah, I don't like that. Let's throw that away. But instead, they're just like, yeah, sell this one to the next sucker. It's been sitting there for an hour. Allegedly. No offense, McDonald's. I'm ragging on. I got 2 members. Woo. Yeah, 2 live views. Today, we're going to glue up these rims, and then we'll work on the CNC, and we might plane a lot of wood. I don't know if y'all are into that, but I got a stack of wood over. It's got to be planed. The top row right there has been planed, but these 2 got to be planed. That's really what I should be doing today, besides this gluing stuff on top of this gluing stuff. Because we have to move soon. This house is for sale. I really hope that one in Indiana comes through and it's not some major issue. But I bid low enough to where if it is a major issue, there's money to fix it. But since it doesn't look like it leaks, it just probably has water plumbing leaks from the plumbing. I would imagine the pipes are frozen and they'll have to be fixed because the house looks abandoned. But I tell you, man, if it can be fixed, it's a winner for what I need. Companies down the road, lots of companies. I didn't know Clarksville had or Charlestown had invested so many billions actually of dollars down in there. I didn't know it was like last time I went through Charlestown, Indiana. It was like a gas station and a bar made out of an old gas station and a grocery store. That was it. All from the 1950s still. And I drove through there yesterday and it was like, man, every famous restaurant, brand new, all in a row, like they're building some kind of like somebody planned it all out like a city planning thing. And then across the street are giant factories, miles of them. And there's another thing in Brandenburg, Kentucky. There's a giant steel factory they're building. I'm not quite sure why they're all this building sprees going on. Maybe they were going to do it before COVID and it just got delayed or something. That one in Indiana, a lot of it looks like a logistics place, but their docking ports, you can always be like the Ford company was in Shepherdsville, and it looked just like one of those places. It was a seat company for Ford. All they did was make the seats to ship them over to the Ford company so the Ford company could put them on the assembly line. I used to think Ford was all in one building, but it turns out Ford is spread out into those logistic looking places for Could be like bumper assembly. Like the one I was at was at seat assembly where they put the seats together. Yes, you always got to watch what you're doing here. So it's kind of cool how you find out that they're bigger than that. I worked at one Ford place. All they did was the side rails, the step rails, because they were just coming out with the motorized step rails that would retract. Huh, that one kind of went around twice. All righty, righty then. Whew. Oh yeah. Gluing up rims. Since we got a lot of these rezos to make, we are going to make up 3 A's every day. 3 A's a day. These are C's. There's no way I'm short on A's. Hey, give me an A. Ooh, that's a really nice one. Oh, it's an A, B. She whiz. Is this an A, B? No, this is a straight up A. This here, straight up A. Straight up A, don't you know? Yeah, loose, but that's because it's been sitting. It will straighten up just fine. So don't forget to do a thumbs up, man, and press the like button and whatever else there is on here. That helps a lot, gets us ratings. We get to be rated. I be rated. So yeah, I wish I could find that house like that in Litchfield, man. That would be awesome. I also found out some interesting things about Litchfield, and you don't have to have a permit to build anything in Litchfield. So you're kind of left up on your own, which that's dangerous stuff, actually. But I guess they don't have any way of enforcing it. But you know what? I bet if you wanted to get insurance, your insurance company would be like, did you do this and that? They're not going to insure you. So even though they don't have codes, doesn't mean that it's all hunky dory, man. Litchfield, I don't know if there is such a thing as a possible bluegrass down there. I've never lived there, but there is a bluegrass museum down there. But the Indiana home, all it needs is a bunch of repairs. But it's already, as far as I can tell, unless the sewer's bad. Now they got to send me back information about all that before I put any serious hopes into that. So yeah, I put a bid on it today I bid it low enough to where if it does have a sewer problem, I can fix it, put a new sewer in. And if it has water damage or something that needs to be fixed, I can fix it. It's not good. That's a B. I can fix a lot of it. I wonder why I got so many of these. These must be. I'm gonna use those next. Okay. I can only use these on a steel back. See, we got two different backings. On the higher pressure rims that take the higher pressure, we have a steel backing plate on these blocks. On the first layer, we don't, because it's not a pressurized thing. If the rim doesn't naturally fit that way, then we don't want to use it. That's our base one. But we can use those on the steel plate ones because they're going to take pressure. You could probably do these by hands, but I do like squishing it out with a torque wrench. But that they're not near as torqued as the second, third layer. And this will be the last time we kind of do these after these in this shop. When we move to the new shop, I'm going to make these kinds of presses for the Rezos. I had some, but I got the measurements a little bit wrong because it's not what you think when you're making them. You're dealing with stuff that moves, and you only got a half-inch press with some of these jacks that you can deal with. So you got to be able to get the block in there and a half-inch. So anyway, I'm going to design a press that's a little bit different than these, but there's going to be hydraulic. And then we won't have to do this hand-done stuff anymore because it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it, man. Where is there? It is. So, why would it do that? All right, that'll work. I don't like that though. Let's loosen it up a little bit this year. Let's see if we can push that down. That twist. Oh yeah, that's all it was. Gotta be natural, man. It has to be natural. Gotta be natural. Why do I keep grabbing that broken? So yeah, I'm gonna take y'all on the adventure with me if that house becomes approved or whatever house I get. It will be a downgrade from this place. This place is a mansion, man. Well, it's not a real mansion, but to me it is. It's two houses on one property, a small 1-bedroom and then a 3-bedroom house built in the 60s. Oh yeah. All right, we got 3 gigs. Rah! All right, now we're going to do some bees. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land today? If you're new to the show, my nickname is Cosmic, Cosmic. And we make rims and do adventures. I got model trains we're going to set up at the new place if it works. Now these Rezos are being made with a recipe from pre-war Gibsons. The buyer on all these wanted specifically poplar as a center ring. You see how this wood is green looking? That's poplar. It's really old poplar. Actually, it's a couple 100 years old. They drove it up here especially for this. So all these Rezos will have a poplar center. By the way, if you're interested in anything I make, you can call the Sullivan Banjo Company in Alabama. It's on the internet. Sullivan, Sullivan Banjo Company. And he'll take these rims and turn them into whatever you want. He is an expert and has real old lace and stuff. And he'll cut them to whatever. Like he knows every banjo. He's like a banjo genius encyclopedia in his head. And if you tell him I need a 1934 from the Kalamazoo company that was in the Mississippi plant, not the Texas plant, he'll cut the one that fits that. That's how good the guy is. He'll be like, oh yeah. I, on the other hand, do not know all that. Oh, come on, man. Well, okay, let's just do it this way. Take these up here. These on here. These are the bead and gloves. Because these are nasty when you start handling these. The beads is where all the glue comes out. And since I just don't like getting glue on me. But yeah, man, I can't wait to take the old CNC and knock me up some bigger size rims. Or not rims, but I'm just rambling. Bigger sized presses for these Rezos. That would make me a happy person. I gotta call and see if my insurance transfers to Indiana. I really hope that house kind of comes through. I mean, I wish I could find one in Kentucky like that, man. But they put my mom in a nursing home that's right in the middle of the richest freaking place in Kentucky, and it's like you can't buy a house anywhere in there for less than 300,000. I ain't got none of that. So we're going in Indiana and using a bridge to get to go see my mom. And it just so happens there's a bunch of brand new factories right there around, or whatever they are. They might be logistics hubs, but still, job's a job's a job. And I can do this stuff on the weekends. The prices of these suckers are getting ready to go up because the pile of wood I was using to make these from is gone now because we used it all. So I got to make another trip down there to the Smoky Mountains. All this wood, except for this poplar, comes from the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, from an old sawmill, fourth generation sawmill, I think. In other words, it's been here since like 1776 or something. I don't know. It's old, before World War One. That's for sure. Man, the C-clamps got to be just right on that one. All right. If you watch a lot of these videos, if you're new, I would go back and watch some of the earlier ones about what I'm doing here. We placed 4 of these because we won't be doing this anymore. We'll be doing presses after this. But if you're going to hand do them, by the way, the time it takes to make these, you can never get your money back out of that. I only make a little bit because I mass produce them. I couldn't imagine making the whole banjo one at a time. Man, just so many hours. Just to build the jigs to make these would, yeah, that's why people buy them from Eric, is to make all this setup. By the time you build a banjo, you would never get that back. There's 10 grand sitting in here to make these, just these rezos. I know people that have 100 grand to make the necks and stuff sitting in equipment. But doesn't mean you have to have that. If you want to be a banjo builder, you can buy the parts that are pre-made from Eric and other companies, but Eric's the best, man. He's got the best pre-made parts. And you could even get your own design if you want, if you know what it is, and make your own brand. And he does the hard part, just like I do, and then you just finish them off the way you want them, the way they look. But the guts are all pre-done, so you don't have to do all this crazy stuff you see me doing. And you can get recipes. Like this is a recipe. This person that uses these, that's his own recipe. You know, his banjos will have these in it. Let's say you wanted yours to have a walnut strip in there so that yours is different. Or maybe you know some kind of sound thing that other people don't know. You can easily customize anything that comes through my shop with whatever kind of wood you want. But yeah, the Sullivan Banjo Company in Silver Hill. That's hard to say. Silver Hill, Alabama. Silver Hill, baby. All right, and that is exactly what I wanted to see. Makes a big, it's like putting on a belt and you got to kind of squeeze it all the way around to get the slack out of it, or you'll have a big loop in the back. And this is the last part that gets the loop out. Squishes it straight through there because we ain't got these really tight yet. The glue is a lubricant, you know, it kind of lets it slide around as I'm doing it. Yeah, I think there's going to be 100 of these. I don't know if the customer gets all of them. I know Eric's getting all of them, but I don't know how many he's going to let loose for whatever. But these are the replicated pre-board Gibson Rezo, simulated with the poplar centers. They also have another pre-war style where the poplar goes straight up and down the grain. This is not those. And those are even more expensive because you got to cross cut. You got to find a piece of wood that's that wide. It's hard to find. That's a circle is 30. This would be a 4-foot piece of, you have to find a 4-foot wide tree. Probably 8 foot wide to get 4 foot out of it. So I imagine they do them in quarters or something. I can get 14 inches. That's the exact size I've ever seen. Now these are, see that one's bent. You can see that, right? These are getting some serious torque. And I'm keeping my hand on them because they'll fly off and hit you in the face and knock you out. So don't do any of this at home. Disclaimer, disclaimer. I'm just showing you how I do something. Don't you go out and do it, because you can get hurt. Like I said, this thing will fly off and bust your face up. Yeah, I narrowly missed a couple of those. Be like, right by my face. Yeah, don't do this at home. That ain't working. That's how you do it. Yeah. They're so much heavier with these big clamps. That's the way you do it. Get your checks, money for nothing and your checks for free. Isn't that how it goes? That's how you do it. Your money for nothing and get your checks for free. Yeah. All right. I really do hope that property comes through in Indiana. Kind of. I'm curious to know what the water damage is. I did notice there was a big buckle in the floor. But when I went down the basement, it wasn't the basement floor. It was the top laminate of the floor. So it had a buckle about 3 foot long where it pushed the wood up. I bet the pipes froze and flooded out that whole living room. And that's all right with me, man. I'll let that shit dry out and I'll fix all that. As long as there's no mold in it. All right, so we're doing one more B. I'm trying to think if I got enough clamps to do 3 Bs at a time. Okay, there's 2 C's. So I don't. Where are my other C clamps? I got those that have the balls on the end. The ball is buried. All right, so we'll do it that way. Okay. Yeah, when I first started doing this, I had hundreds and hundreds of C clamps. I bet I bought $3 grand worth of C clamps, and only to my demise that they break. Like, they're not like the old C clamps. You can't get, unless you pay $100 a C clamp, you ain't getting nothing that's worth crap. So the green ones are $39, are the ones that I found out that don't break that easy. They come from Home Depot, but these green ones seem to be pretty good, and there's more threads per inch, so you get a better leverage when you're torquing. But like I said before, man, I mean, you can sit here and watch me do this. It takes so much time that it's just, I don't know, it's just impossible to do any good at this. But I sure do like doing it, man. When I get to my new location, I'm going to take 3 months and make up about 400 rims and put them in storage. Because if you do it all at once, and you know what you're doing, like I've been doing it for so long, I know what's going on. I can knock them out, put them in storage, and sell them off later on, and then go get a job. And then do the rest on the weekends. Because old stock is worth more for some reason. What they call seasoned rims. So if they sit there for a year, then they're worth more than when I made them. seems to be all the banjo builders in the world. You might be able to sell 100 a year. So anyway, that's what my goal is, to make up 300, put them in storage, and then move on to making. I got to make a couple guitars and about 5 or 10 banjos, which aren't very hard to do. Then I'll go find me a part-time job and keep on making projects on the side. I want to go back to making banjo lessons. I'd open up a music shop over there, and you know, I don't think people take music lessons anymore just like they used to. But man, now when I was playing bluegrass here in Kentucky, some of the most famous people came out of there in Indiana. They're still playing. Michael Cleveland, he's from around Salem, I think, or he was. Is it Brad Flood, a blind guitar player to the bone? He's badass. And Tony Myers, famous, I would call him definitely professional playing, but I call him minor league because like there's only like a handful of famous people, you know, like Tony Rice and shit. But then in the minor league is where all your badass pickers are, and that would be Tony Myers and guys like that. Dennis Talley was a great bass player. I'm minor league, but to me that's where the action is, man. That's the best league to be in. I don't know if there's any who the modern. I guess Billy Strings would be the closest to a modern league, modern big league. He's not that. He's entertaining, but when I was playing bluegrass, we had several major leagues. You had Bill Monroe, you had Ralph Stanley, you had Larry Sparks. Oh man, the Goins brothers, Jim and Jesse. Of course, Tony Rice and Doyle Lawson, J.D. Crow. They were the major league pickers, man. And who else did we have? The Osborne brothers. But now the only person I can think of would be Billy Strings, man. And I'm not talking talent. There's talent out there, man, that blows any famous people away. I mean, my gosh, man. When I was playing a few shows, I played with Michael Cleveland before he was famous. Well, I guess Michael Cleveland would be a big league guy. He was still is extremely the best. Who else did I play with? Vasher Clemens. I did a few shows with Vasher. And Brian Goodpasture. They were twin fiddling, man. Some of the best fiddling I've ever heard in my life. It's like being there in a magic show and your Houdini shows up. Yeah, Vassar was like a witch doctor, man. His fiddle playing was beyond human. It was, I don't know, it was spiritual. Jazz, like. Oh, yeah. These are heavy, man. Anytime you start using these big ones, they're 3 times as heavy as the small clamps. Poke me in the side, it did. Poke me in the side. Hey, you got 3 people. Don't forget the thumbs up. Give me a like. Even put a comment down there, even if it's negative. It helps us get views. I don't need one of these. I'm zoning out, thinking about that house, not my job here. All right, here's one I need. That thing's so cool. A friend of mine named Lynn reminded me about that. That's the way this was designed originally, and I forgot all about it. One day he's like, "You need a lazy Susan." I was like, "Oh yeah," and I had this pole already sitting there, and I was like, "I forgot to put that up on there." About I got so busy making rims and taking care of my mom. All right, we need another A. No, we need another. We need C's now. Oh my gosh, we're on the sea level. Sea level, get it? Sea levels. This was really nice looking. It's a C. See? Only problem is you got to do this to get it on there once we get it all glued up and everything. But yeah, man, that house in Indiana, I could work on that, man. I don't think the water did too much damage. I mean, what the heck? It's just flowing. It didn't go through the whole house, I don't think. I put enough bid on it to where if it had to have a sewer, I could put a whole new septic tank in and a whole new plumbing, because I figured that somebody probably might have stole all the copper out of it. Might be why they're having problems too. If it ain't frozen, it has been stolen. Either way, it's bad. So I put enough low enough bid to where I fix it all. I don't lose. I get the same value of the house as my neighbors is. I think my neighbors are about $200,000 houses. So after fixing that house, it might be worth that. Depends on how bad the damage is. But man, they left the sink all and the refrigerator all just left it like it was, and it's all that's gonna have to be removed and scrubbed. And usually what happens in some case like that, from what I've seen, be the same thing happened to my mom, except nobody there to care for her. Like I was here to care for my mom, but if somebody was living at a house and all of a sudden they had to go in a hospital, then the electricity eventually got turned off, the water pipe froze and busted. That's probably where the damage came, because I couldn't see none in the ceiling. So that means every pipe in the base going to every bathroom, there's 2 bathrooms, will have to be checked and pulled out. And if there's a sewer problem, then I would imagine you'd probably have to build a new one. All right. And that's not, I mean, it's a big deal. That's why I priced it so low, because if that way, if it needs any of that, I'll be right at the same value as the rest of the neighborhood. Last thing you want to do is put more money into a building than the neighborhood's value for the same thing. For example, you got the same kind of house, they should have close to the same value. But if one house is bigger than the other, then obviously the value is going to be up. But the ideal is not to put 500 grand into a house where they only sell for 200. I don't have 500,000. I only got 100,000. I don't have nothing right now. I like it too because it's right next to a gigantic farm, which means no craziness going on around me. And if they're nice to the farm, maybe they'll let me shoot my model rockets over it. I've got 5 model rockets that have never shot off because I've never found a place where I could shoot them. Around here, anyway, it's too much city or trees. But a 200-acre cornfield, man, that's just my style. But yeah, if they let me, I'll definitely shoot a couple rockets off over there. Let's see, this is down here, but up over there. Well, I'll be damned. How did that work? I don't know. I hit it over there and it popped up on the other side because I'm that good. That's how good I am at making these things, and that's why you should buy them. I'm so good at it that I just hit that rim right there, and boom, it's corrected itself because it knew it had no choice because I was working on it. It was like, oh crap, Cosmic's working on me, so I'm just straightening up, man, because can't avoid it with him. It's gonna have to be straight or go to the saw. That's right. You get cut up into little pieces, turned into kindling. That is another thing about that house. That fireplace looked fairly used. I'd like to have it checked and see if I can build fires because I give away truckloads of scrap wood. And I'm tired of that. I could heat my whole house with the scraps all next year. Drop my heat bill way down. Ouch. Yeah, you'd be a happy person. I have to split the company in two though because it has a building out back it's almost this size. This is a 2-car. I guess the building out back's a car and a half. And then it has a 2-car garage attached to the house. So I'd probably put the CNCs in there because they need better temperature control. Then all this glue and stuff can go out to the garage. It's out back. I don't know how that's going to work yet. With my luck, there'll be some kind of family feud over the house and won't be able to get it because the siblings are fighting over it, thinking it's worth $1 million when it's like, y'all let the water bust in the pipes and you ruin the flooring. If y'all wouldn't have let that happen, you might have had a 200,000, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty old. But that Litchfield property, man, if y'all watch that video on it, if you had a bulldozer or had a friend with a bulldozer and they would let you put a campground back there, man, on the other side of that water tower is the perfect amphitheater. I don't know what kind of acts you could have down there, but you could, I don't know. That's kind of dreaming though, it doesn't make any sense to do something like that. Ah, my ears, forgot about that. You gotta put these on or that drives you nuts after a while. Where was that? Right here? Well, if that ain't annoying, it's all get out. one more C. So this is all big ones. This is all big C clamps. So this is like a 50-pound, 60-pound pull here. Probably 100 from the way you're pulling straight up. Ah, it was tendons pop in my arm. Ping, pang. Like rubber bands, I can feel them. Smack, smack. Ooh. All right, what a great day today, though. I like getting out and seeing things, man. I had no idea there's so many factories over here in Indiana. They're just now opening, too. So, I gotta keep watching. Keep seeing me look over there. It's because my garage door is open over here on the other side. That's why it's so bright. And I have to keep an eye open because for some reason, if you open your garage door around here, people think it's like a shopping mart. Like, hey, let's go see if that guy's got his door open. We can steal something from him, that kind of thing. And it's a pain in the butt. And then when they come and see you standing here, they make up excuses like, "Oh, hey, can I borrow $20?" That's the new way they steal around here. Is like they get caught instead of like being like an old time thief. Like, give me all your money. They ask you. So if the police show up, they can't get arrested because they were just asking for money. They weren't going to rob you. It's like, yeah, if you didn't see me carrying a gun, you'd have robbed me. I guarantee it. But yeah, that's a bad thing around here now. You can't keep these doors open without constantly looking over. And I think one time a guy tried to take my truck, come in, tried to pull some kind of scam, like he was all fired up, like, "Hey man, the police just took my car. I need a car." I'm like, "Oh, how would I give you if the police just took your car?" You know, I was like, "I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, man." And then once they see you're packing, they're like, "Oh, okay." They leave, and that kid ran off. I tried to catch him though. I was gonna bug the heck out of him. I was like, "Hey man, where's your car? Where's your car?" Just harass the shit out of him because it's so full of crap, man. Yeah, yeah, it's a new thing, man. They done figured out a new way. It's kind of like the version of what do they call that, where they steal your house. The squatters. It's just that same kind of a concept applied to stealing instead of just coming up and mugging you. They ask you for money and stuff, and then if they get an altercation because they're trying to rob you after that, they tell the police, "Oh, I was just asking for money and he attacked me." You got to have it on video, or you're just screwed, man. I got video cameras up there now because I was hoping the next idiot would do that. Video cameras are amazing, man. I've caught people walking through my yard. I got a fenced-in backyard. For some reason, I guess they just spot and steal is what they call it. And I yell at them, and then they have to jump over the fence and take off. It's like, man, what happened to this neighborhood? If I get that house in Indiana, man, the whole city's only 4 blocks wide, so I would definitely know if somebody's stealing. And it looks pretty decent. There's a really cool junkyard down the street. It's got a giant farmhouse and tons of antique junk cars out there. So this year's the last one. I still got 20 of those guitar necks over there. I got a slot too. I got thrown right into this moving thing. I got behind on all my work. Man, I sure do miss it. Don't you know? Imagine if I still had all them C clamps. I'd have this whole order done in one day. Now I got to spread it out over 7 days because I can only glue what you see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rims, and I'm out of clamps. I might be able to get 8. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Woo, freaking me out. Tornado siren going off. Freaking me out there. All right. All them tornado sirens going off. Flip me out, man. But it's 12 o'clock. They're testing them for something. But I'll go look anyway. Just to make sure there ain't no funnel cloud looking stuff out there. Damn, that's a loud one there. It is raining. I don't see nothing though. Must be a new siren over there. I've never heard that one before. Wasn't there last tornado warnings. So what we'll do is close this door. Go fix Coca-Cola. Every time I hear that, I think of War of the Worlds. All them sirens going off like that. Pretty cool. So fix a Coke, and then I guess we'll do some wedging. All right, folks. So go fix a Coca-Cola. I'll be right back down. I don't know what else we could do besides we really need to plane all that wood up, man. So y'all might have to bear with me through all the planing. That'd be an all day thing. Then sometime tonight I gotta take the mattresses that were left at my mom's house and put plastic on them. Boy, I wish she could have stayed here till she died, but she would have eventually burned the house down and stuff. It was so bad. It was so bad. So I'm going to take this mic off here and fix me a Coke. I'll be right back down about 5 minutes. Okay, folks, I'm back, and I guess we're gonna start planing wood because it's kind of an emergency thing. Can't really do no steam bending because of the weather. Probably could, but I don't want to get shocked, and I have to do it outside and it's raining. So we are gonna steam bend, folks. I mean, plane. We're gonna plane wood. Well, my mind's all moving, man. You can tell I can't think of nothing but moving. I'll get you guys moved over here in a second. This is quite a loud thing. I don't know where I can plug you guys in. We shall find a spot. Might have to move you guys around a couple different times, but we'll get you in a good spot. Right here would be awesome if you guys, if I could plug you guys in somewhere. Can you see? What can you see there? It's not still not a very good shot. Yeah, that'll do for now. Let's see if I can find an extension cord to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put you guys over here for now. And then you can see the whole daggone shop. Don't get that good side view, but you get to see everything. Everything else. Plug y'all in. So, put you guys kind of up like that, maybe. You see what I'm doing? First thing we do is we put a catcher out here. This is what we're going to catch all our wood in. Then we have this thing. This thing makes the wood roll off and fall into the catcher if it's working right. Then we have this big blower on top which blows all the sawdust away from me. So let's plug all this stuff in. I don't know if it can run both of these at once without popping that fuse. We shall find out. So, oh yeah, we got to turn on this hose here. Turn on and turn this hose off. And turn on the big old blowing machine. Ooh, come on. It be rains. That's all right. I turn on this big blower over here. Yeah, it's empty. And wouldn't you know, I unplugged it earlier. Like an idiot. Like an idiot. He unplugged it. Okay, our goal is to get the middle section down there. If I turn on a light, maybe y'all can see better. Turn this one off. This one on. Yeah, y'all can see better. So our goal is to get that middle section done. And this stuff is loud, so put on my headphones. All this wood has to be planed down to a 0.34. Check the dirt bag and make sure there's no sawdust flying out. Oh, yeah. Usually takes a whole set of these one time to fill that bag. And we're doing the middle section right now. We got 2 people. Fit. So what I gotta do is I gotta raise it up. I think we have 2 of them. Raise this. 1. Bring it back down half the time so it's the same size. Probably 3/4 if this is a spiral blade. Spiral fifth cup. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. This is how I do it. I'm not trying to get you up. Now we're back down. Yep. Thickness 30. This is stuff over here. Baby. I'm just picking you guys. watching the back. Yeah, the funny thing, you can see the board out of that 100 miles an hour. Yeah, it's just about it. There's all kinds of neat things. They don't fit. They don't fit. They'll fit down in there. What is it? Back is when blade catches the board and shoots it right back out. Right there, right there. This thing's over. You walk, take that one. And I knew it. That's not good for you later. So we're just going to raise it up and raise it up a hole. Oh, and raise it up again. That's two. So we take it back down one. And you got to wait long enough for it to cool down. And that's exactly why you shouldn't do anything I do at home or anywhere. Don't follow what I do. I'll blow stuff up. Now, you may have noticed that all this wood has the dark streaks in it. This is still soft maple, but this is what's called the heartwood. It's the center of the tree that has the dark color of the soft maple. And I always put all those together in the V-rings of my resonators because they are the hardest. They're the hardest to bend, and they stay round longer. I've had some of this heartwood when I first started bending. I bent it in a half circle, set it on a windowsill for, like last time I checked, was 4 or 5 years. Still hasn't moved. I've done that with several pieces of this heartwood. So I always make it the center part of the rim because it's so stable. It's like once it dries, it's there. It's going to stay right there, you know. So let's see if this thing's back on yet. Half turn. Half turn. We're back to the same level. All right. So, now that's usually how many boards it takes to fill up the dust collector. I don't want to move you guys over here, so I'll just talk you guys through this. We're dealing with a dust collector. First thing you got to do is put on your dust mask. Yeah, don't do anything I do. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Okay, turn this machine off. Put on my mask. And everybody needs a mask. Don't want to be breathing in this crap. All right. Okay, so now we're taking the drum off. It's halfway full. That's good. The last thing you want to do is overfill that sucker. It shoots it off into that bag on the side. So we dump this big old thing. That's 3/4 full. I think I want to stop. I have no idea where them ashes come from unless it died it somehow. So we'll put this lid on here. Keep the water out. Put this in. Put this thing up in there. Put this thing up in there. Just put the Lord so it don't fall back in here. Alright. Turn it back on. Take that mask back off. Now I need my headphones. Where? Put my headphones over there where I took it all off. Yeah, our goal is to get these down to a 0.34. All, I think there's 300 of them there. Let me check and see what I got here. 75 to 225 of them basically. So they're all the same level. You can't really tell. Where's there you go. My gloves too. There you are. Ow! Right in the old noggin. Putting on my Mickey Mouse ears. Alright, so now we got to do the other side. You're going to go down to a 0.34 of an inch to be sanded the rest of the way. That's a little bit big for me. Let's take this chunk right here. It's like hauling a tree around. Rah! Oh, Glenn, how do you get that body? I'll work. I'm too old to be doing all this, but I need the money. I need the money, honey. You got the time. Now, knowing what I know now, we can breeze through the other side of these and not worry about that bag overflowing. Because we know it only fills it up about 3/4. So now that we got both sides planed, let's go down half of one. We want to take the ugliest side through now. That's how you do it. You look at it, you go, hey, which side's uglier? And you go, oh, I want that side because it's ugly. And we're getting rid of it, man. That's what we're doing. If for some reason that is plain, we're going to go even forward right now. I like bodybuilding. That's it. Work on that. Work on it. Ooh, I've been working on ugly side my whole life. I'm sure of it. So when I say ugly, I mean any kind of imperfection is planned out. That's the side you want to do. You keep flipping until you get down to the right place. Then every now and then you get the flipping here. I call this a flipping finger. Very good look. Caliper. So this is 0.38. So we only got to go a little more on the next one. Now you still got to sand all my wood to make an accordion effect when I'm sintering it. Come on, baby. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I hope you guys join me on my adventure to moving adventure here. I might make a separate category for moving. so easy to look at a board. I can even look at a board and tell you whether or not it'll bend or break or whatever. What do. Probably with that 95% accuracy. 100% accuracy, even if it does bend, it might be bumpy. You can read the wood after a while, just like you hear it. That was right. And you could also go, wow, that was awesome. And sometimes they'll save awesome pieces that are rare. There's one rim out of it. Here we go. I'm not sure what I want to do tonight. I wish I had one of the chef might do, sour Bonnie Clyde. Bonnie Clyde pizza. That was, they sell something called a single. No, mini. A miniature pizza for $6. It's pretty cool. That is the one thing I've really missed about this neighborhood. That place has been there since I was a kid. And the daddy changed the shit as far as the recipes and the way the place looks. So, if I ever won the lottery, I'd donate the money to them to remodel the place. That's how where I grew up. That's probably the only place that had anything. When it was new, it had a separate side on it for the pool table for the adult pool that looked at the deep box. One of those. The wind's blowing at me, blowing at me all day long. The wind's blowing at me, blowing at me all day long. I gotta play a bunch of wood, like I do. Pretty obvious on some of there's different sides, so sometimes if one fails at one side, you flip it into the other side. It's not a damage I know this is really exciting for you folks out there. Hope everybody's having a good time. So we're down to 0.38. So we got probably one more run. And these will be the 0.34. So we'll start on the lowest tier of that cart over there. I'm empty after sawdust. Don't you know? Don't you know? Got to put on the old mascaroni. Hey, thanks for a thumbs up. We got a second thumbs up, man. Right, those are as good as donations, man. Thumbs up and likes and comments always get us put higher up in the ratings. All right, so put on the old mascaroni, empty out the sawdust container. That's another thing, man. When I get the new place, I will build a automatic emptier. Just empty it out into one. Once again, 3/4 full. Put it in the old 30-gallon thing here. Might be able to get one more after this. And, go. Don't give me trouble, Mr. Clancy. Please get on a hard day. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Clancy. Okay. right. Now we got to see what makes a 34. See what kind of cut we make over here for to get a 34 out of all this. Oh, man. Whoa, that's heavy. Hey there, buddy. Get right up in there. Don't you fall on me like that. Yeah. Being cantankerous, are you? All right. Split this one in half. That one about killed me. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get one of these down to the 34. Okay, so first we're going to test about right there. 34. It's only 36. That's a number. Yeah, what you got? Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. A few more turns. 5 pieces. That means it's almost 330 pieces. These are 75 rooms, basically. 25 divided by 3. 35, 35, 25. Oh man, I wish you could go back to the house before the college. I wonder what it's like now. I used to love that stuff. I wasn't good at it, but I like trying to figure it out how it works. Like theorem, whatever else. Project, whatever. That was fun. Cartesian coordinates, the function of x. I love all that stuff. Oh yeah, baby. And same process goes flipping the sides to see which one's the least attractive as far as the marks on it, the stains I can clean out of it. Sometimes it's not you can clean out because it's called crooked, but they don't want you to wood. So, we're doing it. It probably takes me 8 hours a day to do all 3 levels. So basically, maybe 8 hours cleaning up with these. And then, first you got to install the wood. Install the wood. Huh? Oh, I wasn't overheating you, baby. Maybe you're full of sawdust. I'll hear you. Let me check you out, see why you're doing it. I bet you're full of dust. I was trying to get a different kind of dust collector for these D-walls. They don't collect dust and they clog up the gears and everything in here. You got to be real careful. Somebody donated some money, and I'll have yet to order the thing. But they do have an aftermarket part for $60 that will fix this. So first we take the blower out of here. We're going to keep it sucking the dust that way. We're going to unplug this thing so it doesn't accidentally. But it don't matter, I'm not putting no blade on it. So, oops, where is it back there? 3. This might be the reason. This thing, sometimes the dust gets clogged up around that motor. I don't know why DOL would do that and not provide people with an update on that. Maybe people I'm not sure what's wrong with Dewalt's design. Looks really cool though, don't it? But that gear right there will clog up every time, man. And I tell you what we're gonna do before this thing gets any worse, we're just gonna blow it out. And it's called preventive maintenance at this point. By the way, you can't use that term in aviation. They do not like the term preventive maintenance. You will flunk your aviation test if you use that term. I'm not quite sure why I never asked anybody, but you'd think it would be a thing. I almost got it. Come up here, mister. Put you back on your thing. Yeah, it's one of the things when you run a business you don't ever count on. It's like, oh, I didn't know it blew up like that. Boy, yeah. Unfortunately. Try to save a few bucks and you don't get nothing but heartache and pain. So if you're watching this video, I would spend another $1,000 and get something better. Or get that upgrade that goes with it that people make on their own. Now, if DeWalt doesn't sell that thing, they should. But it's a little thing that fits right in here, and you cut a hole at that top. And it prevents all that, what we just went through. And it's a common thing if you look at that planer. You will see that that is a problem that these planers have. This is it doesn't have a model on it. It's the biggest one DeWalt sells. If I was DeWalt, I'd fix that because this is other than that, this planer kicks butt. That's the only thing that doesn't really kick butt on this planer. And where did the oh, just oh, I unplugged everything, didn't I? Did I? Well, guess what? I blew the breaker. Woo! The breaker was like, hey, man, I can't handle all that. Out there's a lot of braking to do. Which one we got here? All right, you guys, what's up over here? I gotta reset you. There you go. Yeah, you're blowing. All right, where were we? I did it again. Well, apparently you can't have this thing plugged in at the same time as that. Well, apparently my planer's broke. Oh, that would suck. What's wrong, Mr. Planer? Are you having problems? It ain't even working. So, it's not the planer. The planer is turned off. Could there be an electrical problem with this plug? The joys of being self-employed. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. What happens if we plug something in here? Man. And you're turned off, Mr. Planer. My planer has self-destructed, folks. Let's turn off the big drying system over here. Now that puts me out of business, man. That's $1,000 device right there. Holy guacamole, what could have caused that short? Maybe something I did when I took this apart here? Let's find out if I put something in there that messed all that up when I was vacuuming it out. I don't see nothing up in here. This don't have nothing in it. I don't see anything that could possibly short that fuse up. Man, it sure shorted that plug out though. I wonder what else. Let's plug this thing in there. See if this. Let's see if this works. Let's get this out of the way so we can see. Cause it's kind of getting dangerous here. Okay, let's get this working and just see if any plug shorts it or if it's just that thing. So let's plug in this thing and let's see if this shorts out. Nope, that's fine. Plugging in up here. Nope, that's fine. So my planer is dead, man. D-Walk, you're a piece of trash. What could have possibly screwed up that motor? It's not hot. Could it be the switch itself? Diagnostics everywhere I go. Can anything around here just work for a little while? Is that too much to ask for? I don't think it wires shorting nothing out. Nope, this wire's not shorting nothing out. It would have to be in the switch. Or the fuse is not blown either. Well, I don't want to take y'all apart, man. Damn it. So to take that off, what do you need? Allen wrenches. Oh, man. This is what I hate about owning all this stuff. Yep, can't run a business without that thing. Maybe I'll just close down until I sell this place and save myself some heartache. Then buy a new planer that works right, because these people make garbage. You suck, y'all. DeWalt, DeWalt sucks so bad. And here I go tearing down a machine when I should be working. He's tearing down a machine when he should be working. That's how it goes. If they blow up, don't you know? Let's get this button off of here. And none of my Allen wrenches fit. I have to go get the actual Allen wrench set. I could have sworn these were the ones we used. Sure. That's it. I knew that was one of them. So what we're doing now, folks, is we're taking off this cover on this switch because the motor's not hot. So it has to be inside the switch. We'll put our screws right up here so we don't lose them. Get that part off. Now we got to get the screw out of this thing here. This is too big, right? Nope, that's the one. All right. So we got our two Allen wrenches. I'm going to put them right up with the screws. The only thing left is these three screws here. Man, don't you hate it when that happens? I was kicking butt. Almost done. Something shorted out. It's got to be inside this switch, man. Because that motor don't look like it's not even hot, so it's nothing to do with that. I might just call it a day if this ain't working. Shame I don't drink. This would be a perfect time to drink a beer and go, fuck. Why does this always happen to me? Oh, no, I'm going to get drunk. Oh, you got to take off that tag thing. Yeah, that's why I make the big bucks around here. I'm the highest paid employee in the whole planet. Hopefully it's just a $6 switch. But it sure melted that plug, so that's a short. That means it's a short. It's a short, don't you know? Watch him screw. Don't lose any of these screws. Yeah, I think when I move I have to take some proceeds and buy a planer because I don't have $1,000. D-Walt, I hope you're listening because you guys suck. Holy crap, it is. It is. Ooh, that would have burnt down my whole shop. It is the 18 amp fuse. Damn, D-Walt, what's wrong with you guys? You know, melted all my shit together. Wires all melted together. What the heck? That's the switch for up here. That wire melted. I think all these melted, man. Why would that do that? Man, I'm gonna bring y'all over here to see this. The switch on this machine melted. So let's let y'all see this. I don't think I'd ever buy another D-Walt product after this. I'm gonna go get a bigger one. I mean, I don't got no money now, but let's see if I can get y'all to see. You see that? That's all melted. If I can get it to focus. All that's melted all the way to there. Then it melted up this switch. Melted in there. It melted in there. Then it melted this wire to what did it melt it to? I don't see where it melted it to. Oh, to this up here, which is the switch for when it making sure the lid's closed. So these two melted together for some reason after it got too hot and the fuse didn't go or something. Oh well. I mean, even if I fix that, which I'm going to have to try, that just sucks, man, because I got to buy this switch. I got to buy the reset switch. And I probably have to buy this thing. Is that thing? Yeah, that thing's burnt on the connection there. The lid switch. Man, D-Walt, what is up with you guys? Yeah, see how that's all burnt up in there? That whole thing's trash. Oh, man. That just really messed my day up, man. Yeah, D-Walt, you're not making me happy, D-Walt. I was having a good day. I might want to quit while I'm ahead. Break time. I got to sit here and think about this. Let's see. Where is my cell phone? Do I have any calls while I was being so loud? Okay, let's see what they said about this listing agent. Okay, so the listing agent for that house is going to call me back. So I guess we'll have to end the show here in a little bit. I'll ramble on for a few more minutes. Yeah, man, if that had hit that sawdust in there, this whole thing would have went up in a gigantic flame thing. Is that sawdust burnt? Doesn't smell burnt, so that must be walnut. Yeah, that's dangerous, man. Why would it all melt up like that? Well, I better take pictures so if I have to rewire it, I know where everything goes. And one of those wires goes to the motor. I don't think you can fix that, man. Man, I'd hate to spend $100 in this whole thing. Just the motor's bad or something, but the motor didn't get hot. I'll take pictures in case I do rewire it. That way I know what wires go to where. Man, D-Wald, I'm so disappointed in you guys. You shut my whole business down. Right in the most important time, too, man. I'm getting ready to move all this stuff. Well, I can glue up what I got. I won't do it today, though, but it just makes other stuff. Oh, man, that was so important. Wow, I can't believe all that shorted out like that. Damn. There's no way to tell what did it, like which component, because actually the fuse should have played broke and it didn't, so the fuse didn't break. Maybe it was this thing screwed it all up, maybe. I don't know how the heck you'd even. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, that's just a dip switch, a toggle switch. Yeah, what I do is when I fix it, I'll just turn it on one piece at a time. Man, oh man, that's still $100 for shipping malfunction. Ah, folks, I don't know, man. That's sad, man. That thing's not even a year old, and I don't use it like it, man. I just need to bite the bullet and buy a $3,000 planer. It's the only thing in here that's having give me problems all the time. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think old Cosmo's going to take a break and go eat some lunch or something, man. Because this just kind of threw me for a loop, guys. So we'll end the show here and I'll order some parts and we'll find out tomorrow. We'll do another show tomorrow, and I'll know more about that house. But we greatly appreciate y'all staying. But I need to go try to find out what these parts cost and stuff. So we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.